presentation of last Thursday night's television event of the decade. Cheers Last Call, the final episode. And then in a world premiere movie, it'll be Ambush in Waco. From Mike Fratello, Ahmad Rashad, and Hannah Storm, I'm Marv Albert. This has been a presentation of the NBA on NBC.
In a new world, a new standard of excellence, NBC Sports.
You must evacuate immediately.
Witness the courage of ordinary people who became heroes in the face of fury.
It's aiming right at us.
We're going to be okay. NBC presents the Hurricane Andrew story, Monday.
Now more than ever, Chevy's coming through.
The sale of the century is on at your local Chevy Geo dealers. Now through Memorial Day, get historic discounts on every vehicle, new and used. All savings are clearly marked. 2.9 financing, cash back up to $1,500, all before dealer discounts. Whether it's your 10th Chevrolet or your first, see your local Chevy Geo dealers by May 31st.
Coming through. Come see castles and knights, explore legends, be bold. Conquer dragons, cross country, hear tales being told. Adventures waiting, there's no time to waste. Come see, come conquer, there's only one place. Wars Gardens, the nearby faraway place. Wars Gardens, Williamsburg, come see, conquer.
This is the biggest oven I've ever seen.
GE's XL44 gas oven has sealed burners and 30% more oven space, all in the same kitchen space. The XL44 from GE.
You've made too much food.
Ariel, you're a pain in the...
It's the big oven everyone's talking about.
From News Channel 2, friends you can turn to. This is News Channel 2 Weekend.
A traffic accident claims the life of an off-duty Baltimore City police officer and lands another man behind bars facing charges of drunk driving. It's the day they've been dreaming of, but will today's graduates be able to find their dream jobs? And the O's are back at it with the Brew Crew following last night's 14-inning marathon game. Good evening, everybody. I'm Terry Owens. The family and friends of Baltimore City Police Officer Craig Sims are in mourning tonight. The off-duty officer was killed in a traffic accident last night by a man believed to be driving while under the influence.
For this to happen so close to his district, with so many people around who knew him, it's been a difficult night and day for all of us.
The nightmare for family and friends of Officer Craig Sims began last night at the intersection of Northern Parkway and Jonquil. Police say the off-duty officer's motorcycle was struck as he attempted to make a left-hand turn onto Northern Parkway.
The officer was thrown from the bike, immediately transported to Sinai Hospital, and died there of his injuries.
Tonight, the driver of this late model Ford remains behind bars. 38-year-old Robert Quattlebaum is charged with driving while under the influence and driving on a suspended license from Pennsylvania. Circumstances that make the death of Northern District Officer Sims even harder to accept for his colleagues.
He would go anywhere to help anybody. Probably the best police officer, young police officer I've ever had the experience of working with.
A young police officer who liked motorcycles. Although he'd only been on the force for 3 years, friends say the 28-year-old Sims was an aggressive officer, and tonight his potentially promising career has been cut short by a traffic accident.
Investigators are continuing to review and evaluate the facts and information they have to ascertain the speed of the vehicles involved. They want to reevaluate the damage to both vehicles, talk to witnesses that were at the scene at the time, and be sure that we have a conclusion that is consistent with the facts and information that the witnesses and the physical evidence give us.
Robert Quattlebaum, the man charged in last night's accident, was arraigned today. His bail was set at $2,500. Divers with the Baltimore County Police have recovered the body of a man in the Middle River. Investigators say the man apparently drowned when the boat he was in with 2 other friends capsized just after 2:30 this morning. Police have not yet released the name of the victim. The 2 other boaters were not injured, although one of them had to be rescued from the water after he grabbed onto a jetty. 6 black Secret Service agents are planning to file a civil suit against Denny's restaurant. The agents have leveled discrimination charges against the Denny's in Annapolis, claiming they were refused service. The Justice Department says the men ordered breakfast at the restaurant last month and never got their food, while a group of white Secret Service agents who ordered at the same time got their food promptly. The alleged incident occurred the same day the restaurant signed a consent decree in California that would stop such discrimination practices. Well, it's that time of the year again, graduation, a time to celebrate 4 years of hard work. But as News Channel 2's Alicia Taylor reports, instead of celebrating, many grads are worrying about the future.
Class of 93. James Morgan is graduating from Morgan State University with a degree in accounting. He's lucky. He already has a job lined up.
It came through the school, and I had 3.5 average, and they just brought me on. And I was intern 2 years, and now they just extended my offer.
But for many of these graduates, it'll be a long, hot summer because most of them won't have jobs. In fact, most of the 19,000 seniors graduating from Maryland colleges won't have jobs. Today is supposed to be one of the happiest days of these graduates' lives. They shouldn't have a care in the world, but on this special day, many of them are worried about their future.
It's tough, but I'm hoping.
It'll take a little more than hope because 1993 grads are faced with what many describe as the worst job market for new college graduates in the past generation. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics warns there will be about 200,000 fewer jobs than graduates each year for at least a decade. Is the job market pretty bleak right now?
It's very bleak. Most jobs they're offering are contractual jobs, jobs without benefits, and we really need benefits.
Because the job market is so bleak, many grads are opting for graduate school like Debbie Morgan, who got her master's degree today.
For graduating seniors, I think it's very tough. I graduated from college 3 years ago, and it was a lot easier for me then than I see it is now for current college graduates.
But some say getting a job will be easier for some than others.
I know that the students who have very good averages are getting jobs. The students with the 3.5 and above definitely have jobs. If you have a 3.0, then you will get a job also. Students under a 3.0 are having problems.
And while things may not look good now, many of these grads say they're still looking forward to the future. Alicia Taylor, News Channel 2, Morgan State University.
Although there are signs that the broad economy is starting to improve, area job counselors say the market is at least as tight as it was last year, and last year's market is described as the worst in 20 years. Among the colleges and universities graduating students today was Morgan State. Years of hard work paying off today for hundreds of Morgan students. The speaker at the traditionally black college's 1993 commencement is the newly inducted president of the NAACP, Dr. Ben Chavis. He spoke about the struggles African-American students have faced over the years and urged the graduates to continue to strive for their goals.
In the African-American community in particular, continue to pursue a course of academic excellence, continue to pursue a course of empowering our community so that we can improve the overall quality of life.
Dr. Chavis delayed a trip to Africa in order to speak to Morgan's graduates. Well, the University of Maryland Baltimore campus had a lot to celebrate at its graduation ceremony. These 6 students are the first to graduate under the Meyerhoff program. Meyerhoff students, as they are referred to, are African Americans who are gifted in science and math who pledged to go on to graduate school to become scientists, engineers, and doctors. The students receive free tuition, room and board, and a computer.
I think it's a great opportunity for African Americans who are interested in science and engineering to get the same sort of family support that they would at home away from home.
Just tremendously rewarded. It's the greatest reward that my wife and I could have ever gotten. Those boys are just fantastic.
It's like a dream come true, because what it means is these students have done so well that they've been able to get fellowships to go to the best universities in the country, and we know they will be becoming PhDs and MDs, and that was the goal.
Believe it or not, the Meyerhoff program started in 1989 with just 19 students. Today, there are 113 young people enrolled in the program. The friends and family of graduates of the University of Maryland, Baltimore County probably thought they were seeing double today. Graduating classes usually have a valedictorian and salutatorian, but this year UMBC had co-valedictorians. What makes it even more unusual is the fact that the two are twins. Julie and Carol Antonello are both economics majors with 4.0 grade point averages.
Actually, it's great because we never thought that both of us could be valedictorian, and if one of us did, it would kind of been, I would have been happy, but it wouldn't, I don't know, it's just special doing together, I think. We won't be as nervous, I think, when we're both standing together.
The twins will be heading for Duke Law School in the fall. Each year, more than 70,000 people are served by the Beans and Bread Meal Program and Outreach Center. But it wouldn't be possible without the help of the program's volunteers. To mark its 15th anniversary, Beans and Bread held a Volunteer and Benefactor Appreciation Day. The volunteers donate their time and sometimes money to help keep the program going for the city's less fortunate. Beans and Bread not only provides healthy meals each day, it also offers employment counseling, health screening, and clothing. Well, a special day for a lot of people in the Baltimore area today, and they could not have had a nicer day to be outdoors enjoying.
Been great the last couple of weekends. Fantastic, and I'll tell you about this 5-day coming up. Not too bad.
Not too bad?
You like it, yeah.
Okay, we'll look forward to that. Plus, local activists protest on the anniversary of the Catonsville 9.
Lincoln Mercury, the Auto and Truck Discount Center.
I shopped other dealers, and I still came back to Fox Lincoln Mercury because I got a better deal of about $1,200.
I bought from Fox because of the reputation. The main reason I bought at Fox was their reputation for service.
I saved about $1,400 at Fox Lincoln Mercury. Saved over $2,000 at Fox Lincoln Mercury. They took care of me.
Fox Lincoln Mercury got the job done.
Fox Lincoln Mercury, the Auto and Truck Discount Center, a direct factory authorized outlet.
This is not a jungle or a tropical rainforest, yet it's home to more plant life than any place of its kind. It's the Lawn and Garden Center at Home Depot, where you'll get helpful advice from our gardening experts. For garden hoses that stand up to years of use, choose Technor-Apex Ultraflex hoses. And for the thickest, greenest lawn ever, spread Scott's Turf Builder Fertilizer. Home Depot, where low prices are just the beginning.
Sizzler's salad bars gone international. From Chinese chicken salad to shrimp Louis pasta. One of the best salad bars in town just went world class with all new favorites. And to top them off, German Black Forest Cake Sundays at the dessert bar. Take our world tour for just $5.69 at lunch, $7.29 dinner.
So you think there's nothing good on TV? Well, Mazda's got plenty of choices. The luxurious 929, the sophisticated 626, and the fun-to-drive Protégé with more room than a Mercedes 190E and one of the best warranties in its class. Not only that, but you can lease one for only $169 a month with $927 down. So there you go. Good stuff on TV. And it even has a happy ending. Mazda. It just feels right.
A handful of protesters spent their Sunday outside Martin Marietta's headquarters. The group is demonstrating at Martin Marietta because they say the company makes weapons of destruction that are responsible for the deaths of people throughout the world. Their protest coincides with the 25th anniversary of the so-called Catonsville 9. Back in 1968, 9 religious peace activists removed draft cards from the Selective Service and burned them in protest of the Vietnam War. Today, the protesters threw red paint symbolizing blood on the windows and doors of Martin Marietta's headquarters. There was at least one arrest. Well, the stars were out today in Concord, Massachusetts. More than 15,000 people turning out for the second annual Walden Walk. The event was created to preserve the historic Walden Woods area. Today's walk attracted a few Hollywood celebrities like Jason Priestley and Bart Simpson. The nonprofit Walden Woods Project was created by singer Don Henley. It is currently $6 million in debt for its effort to save the woods. Well, I don't think Don O'Brien has an extra $6 million around, but certainly you can help us with today's work.
I chip in a quarter or something, you know, try and help out. But I will give you a pretty good forecast.
Okay.
That I will give you.
I'll buy it.
Absolutely free of charge. Let's want to send me a couple bucks. That's all right. We'll do weather for food. Let's check it out outside right now. 74 degrees in town, 70 out beyond the Beltway. Humidity at 39%, winds from the southwest at 12. Barometric pressure is 30.06 and falling. Let's go down the ocean. At the beaches, partly cloudy skies tomorrow, 70 to 75. Your water temperature 58. That'll probably go up to about 60 though tomorrow. High tide at 9:07 tonight at Fort McHenry. Low tide 2:40 in the morning overnight. Southwesterly winds at 10 to 15 knots. Your sun will rise at 5:47 tomorrow, and it sets at 8:20 tonight. Here's the cloud action. This is about 12 hours worth. Some sun did come through, as you know. We've still got some sun out there now, but a lot of clouds over top of us. And they stayed with us most of the day, but it ended up being pretty good. What we expect to have happen is a chance of a shower if you're in the northern or the western tier, and we'll show you why here in just a second on the big picture. Low pressure right here, and it's about to move over to the Great Lakes area, swirling around with a cold front that's attached to it. They had, again, severe weather, Oklahoma and Texas. Some reports of over 5 inches of some rain in some spots. 21 different reports of hail all over this area here as this warmer air from the Gulf comes up right in front of the front itself. There's a warm front also that's going to pass by, and as it passes by tonight, it's just going to skirt the area. So the northern and western portions of Maryland may see a shower tonight. Maybe, tiny little maybe, a sprinkle around here. High pressure's been doing this to us, keeping us real nice. It's going to move off of the coast of the Carolinas tomorrow, but it's going to keep us in a very nice day. Warmer temperatures, high in the 80s. A little more humidity, but it's going to be nice. Partly sunny tomorrow, in the 80s after a cloudy night tonight. And the middle portion of the country, Tennessee, Mississippi valleys, still getting socked with showers and thunderstorms. Temperature-wise for us, we'll be right on the line, but we will be at least 80. We're looking for 85 downtown. 70s out in the western portion of the state. 70s going right around through the middle and then onto the back, the northern tier in the Dakotas and up around Minnesota into the 50s. And that's it for them tomorrow. Here's how it looks for us. Mostly cloudy night tonight. 50 to 60 degrees. You may see a shower where you are, but it's not going to be a big deal. Mostly cloudy for most of the night. Partly sunny tomorrow. We expect a high of 85 degrees, and we expect that to happen again on Tuesday. Here's your 5-day forecast. There it is. 5-day forecast shows Tuesday just ditto. Same old thing. Partly sunny. 85 degrees. By Wednesday, though, things kind of cool down. That's perfect. 75. Partly sunny. We'll take that. Tuesday night into Wednesday, again, a chance of a shower. But Thursday and Friday, spectacular. Middle 70s, mostly sunny skies, lower humidity. A-OK, we'll be at the ocean Friday.
Certainly will.
Millsy and I are going.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going down Thursday, going to do a piece, and we'll have full coverage for you, of course, coming up on Friday. Great day down at the ballpark, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was a great weather-wise. One of the worst games I've ever seen the Orioles play. Pathetic is a better word for it. We'll have that and everything else right after the baseball scores, National League scores coming up.
Jerry's is shaking up the market with low prices, low down payments, low monthly payments, low finance rates, high trades, big discounts, and the best service by caring employees. What more can a car dealer do for you? Jerry's has a great selection of brand new 93 Luminas at unbelievable prices. You owe it to yourself to come to Jerry's Chevrolet Geo and get our price. The 93 Cavalier is the talk of the auto industry. Chevrolet lowered the price by hundreds of dollars. For the best Cavalier deal anywhere, you just gotta come to Jerry's.
What's clear? Crystal clear Amoco Ultimate. What isn't? All other premium gasolines. What's clear? Amoco Ultimate is the only premium refined an extra step to remove harmful impurities. The harmful impurities the other premiums leave in every tankful. What's clear? Why we do it. For unsurpassed performance and a cleaner environment. Crystal clear Amoco Ultimate.
How do you make fun more fun? The answer's at Paramount's King's Dominion. It's everything you've come to expect, plus a little thunder from Hollywood. Days of Thunder, the ride. New at Paramount's King's Dominion, where the magic of the movies meets the thrills of a lifetime.
Get Paramount's King's Dominion $4 coupons from Giant Food. If you've been thinking about playing the market this year, you'll want to take advantage of the stock sale now at your Jeep and Eagle dealer. With special purchase or lease options, you could invest in an award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee or all-new Eagle Vision. Get a great return on a classic four-wheel drive Jeep Cherokee Sport or close on a legendary Jeep Wrangler. But don't delay. With deals like these, there's sure to be a run on our stock.
See your local Jeep and Eagle dealer, where you can expect the best.
And Keith Mills is here with sports. Keith says it was ugly down at the ballpark today. You think that 14-inning marathon last night had anything to do with it?
As Johnny Oates said, hey, Milwaukee played the same time last night, so they snapped out of their funk in the second or third inning. The Orioles did not. I tell you, the Birds with a modest one-game win streak on the line. They won last night 5.5-hour marathon. Harold Reynolds' sac fly won it in 14. And today, they send Fernando to the mound. He wasn't real sharp, but he deserved better. In the third, Kevin Reimer up the middle, scores 2, Pat Listash and Bill Doran. Reimer, 9 runs batted in this weekend, 9, 3-0 after 3. Then it gets ugly. In the fifth, Chopper, this is about as routine as it gets, folks. Leo Gomez, bad throw, but it gets worse. The steal, Jeff Tackett throws it in the center field. 1 of 5 Orioles errors. They had 7 hits. They had 5 errors. Then at Greg Vaughn, you guessed it, makes him pay. Base hit to left field. Just like that, it's 4-0. And that, folks, is gift wrapping a run. An inning later, the Birds did the same thing. Gave him another run. In the fifth, the Birds get one back, Leo Gomez. An historic at-bat. The first home run this year by a number 4 hitter in the Orioles lineup. Boy, that's sad. It's 5-1 at this point. In the ninth, more sloppy play. Jimmy Poole, Leo again. Actually, I think the bad call on that play. The throw was wide. I think David Segui's foot was on the bag. Regardless, a 4-run ninth inning blows it open. 9-1 final. John Oates argues out of frustration. Later, I talked with the Orioles manager about the loss.
You know, there's tight days where it's not, you know, it's hard to hit. And there may be days where it's hard to get people out. But how hard is it to, you know, hustle, and after you've caught the ball, throw it across the infield, routine plays, and, you know, the routine plays, the fundamental things, those aren't that hard.
Tell you what, folks, a lot of Boo Birds at the park today. Today, I think it was legitimate. Now, the Birds head to New York for 4 with the Yanks. Tomorrow and Tuesday's game right here on News Channel 2, and then they head to the West Coast. It gets no easier for the Orioles. In Toronto today, a crazy game, the Jays beat the Twins. Roberto Alomar hits the bag. Ken Herbeck's flip is late. 1 run scores. Devon White tries to get greedy and gets tagged out. Still, the Jays win in Toronto. In Chicago, the A's and Sox. Ricky Henderson robbed by a spectacular play from Ozzie Guillen. They turn 2, and a well-deserved tribute for Ozzie from a bleacher bum in Chicago. Elsewhere, Mickey Tettleton's home run wins it for Detroit. The Tigers lead the Orioles by 10. The Jays win 2-1. The A's lead in the 8th 4-1. Tim Salmon had 4 RBIs. The Angels win 6-2. The NBA lottery was held today. The league's worst teams on hand in New York, all hoping to grab the #1 pick. The Bullets, represented by owner A. Pullen, who proved his luck is just as bad as anybody else's, because the Bullets, folks, probably the worst team in the league at the end of the year, will select 6th. Can you believe it? They're selecting 6th. And guess who gets #1? How about Orlando? Last year, they get Shaquille O'Neal #1. This year, Pat Williams and company gets the #1 pick again. The Sixers will pick 2nd, Golden State 3rd, then Dallas, Minnesota, and the Bullets. The Bullets can't win for losing. The only luck they have is bad luck. On the court, Game 1 of the Eastern Finals at the Garden in New York, and this, folks, was the place to be. Bill Murray on hand, among other celebs, watched a tough physical game. Patrick Ewing, big first quarter, had 13 and the foul there. He had 25 for the game. Bulls, though, led at the half. Michael Jordan the steal, and he goes over his good buddy for the dunk. 48-44 Bulls at the half. Second half, it really gets intense. Doc Rivers, the breakaway, Scottie Pippen mauls him. Hey, this is the playoff, folks. You're going to see this. The normal trash talking after that. Rivers, John Starks, Pippen, Charles Smith. But the Knicks had the last lap. John Starks, one big three-pointer after another. 98-90. Pat Riley's Knicks take round 1 from the Bulls. But you can bet the Bulls will be back. Game 2 is Tuesday. Last night at RFK Stadium in Washington, Riddick Bowe retained his heavyweight championship. Bo knocked out Jesse Ferguson. Jesse is 36 years old, looked like it last night. Round one, Bo just mauling Ferguson the closing seconds of the round. Left hook, the beginning of the end for Ferguson. And here is the end. Round two, 17 seconds into the round. Knocked him down for good. Second round knockout for Riddick Bowe, who gets Jesse Ferguson, who was anything but a true test for Riddick Bowe.
Personally, I choked. Okay? You can write it. Don't matter. I didn't come just for the money. Believe me, I wanted to win.
With all due respect, when are you going to fight in a live body?
I mean, you guys keep asking me that. You need to ask them that. I mean, I'm here. I want to fight, but I can't make these guys fight me. So, again, I have to leave that up to Rock to go find them and line them up, and I'll knock them down.
No word on the Lennox-Lewis fight. Lewis hurt his hand against Tony Tucker 2 weeks ago. We'll see on that. In golf, final round of the Kemper Open, Tom Kite with a one-shot lead over Grant Wade coming in. Fans are brutal all over. John Daly has a tough time. Last week, or Thursday, they let him know. Kite on 12 here, looking up at Grant Wade. Two back. This 65-footer, he goes to 8 under and 1 back. On 17, Kite for birdie to tie it. And this, folks, was a sign of things to come so close, yet so far. You see the frustration on Kite's face. On 18, Wade still one up. Watch this shot. Clutch, out of the sand trap. Oh, about, 18 inches from the hole. He parred that out to finish 9 under. Kite on 18. Chance to tie from 18 feet. Again, he just misses. And Grant Wade, the second-year pro from New Zealand, pockets $234,000. His first win. In Hershey, Pennsylvania, the Lady Keystone featured Baltimorean Tina Barrett. Tina is a graduate of Perry Hall. And as you may expect, a short little jaunt up I-83 to Hershey, she had her own cheering section on hand. Now, Tina didn't win, but she fired her normal even par round. She is really consistent. Doesn't play too flashy, just consistent. Her playing partner, Val Skinner, shot a 67 to win the Lady Keystone. More on Tina tonight, and we'll also have more on the Constellation 10K. Great finish at the Inner Harbor. We'll have that, plus all the Orioles rehash and everything else tonight on Sports Extra.
Hard to bet against Michael Jordan, but a lot of people saying the Knicks look good this year.
Knicks look tough. They're playing with a purpose.
Okay. Thanks, Keith. A love for baseball turns into a love of another sort. We'll have the details when the news returns.
Now more than ever, Chevy's coming through.
The sale of the century is on at your local Chevy Geo dealers. Now through Memorial Day, get historic discounts on every vehicle, new and used. All savings are clearly marked. 2.9 financing, cash back up to $1,500, all before dealer discounts. Whether it's your 10th Chevrolet or your first, see your local Chevy Geo dealers by May 31st.
Coming through.
Home Depot, America's most exciting home improvement warehouse, is known for everyday low prices and huge selection. But it's our service that really sets us apart. You'll see dozens of people in orange aprons, ready to give you a hand on any project. Keep your pool and spa crystal clear with Pool Time products. Bring in a sample of your pool water, and the Pool Time computer will recommend the right products and give you step-by-step instructions free. Home Depot, where low prices are just the beginning.
Salvo Auto Parts, Baltimore's family-owned parts store since 1936, is one-stop shopping for all your automotive needs. Compare our low prices while you shop the largest inventory in town. See our ad in the Sunday Sun for terrific savings like these. Mermont Crew Chief mufflers and strong arm lift supports. And from Columbia, Salvo has carburetors and rack and pinion units specially priced with exchange. If it's got wheels, Salvo's got the parts. Salvo Auto Parts.
When you're looking for the right car, you don't want to leave anything to chance. And Mazda has a full family of performance cars, like the Miata, the RX-7, the MX-6, and the outstanding MX-3. It's our hot-looking sports coupe with one of the best warranties in its class. And now you can buy one starting as low as $12,095. That way, everyone goes home a winner. Mazda, it just feels right.
Part of the Camden Yards warehouse still stands empty, but Orioles officials hope to someday have it all filled. While it currently houses the Orioles offices, today the warehouse also served as a chapel. Ellen Greenberg and Jimmy Sheridan got married at Camden Yards about 2 hours before the game. The couple likes baseball so much, they decided to tie the knot at the stadium. Following the reception, the Sheridans and their guests enjoyed the baseball game. Visitors to Baltimore's National Aquarium came face-to-face with sharks today. Not only did they get to see the real thing, visitors also got to take part in Shark Fest 93 activities. Kids got the chance to make pictures of sharks and step inside a replica of the jaws of a now extinct shark. Adults were given the opportunity to write on the shark graffiti wall for a good cause and watch educational videos. Some said the experience actually helped to ease their fears about the huge fish. And that wraps things up for News Channel 2. Don't forget, up next, it's an encore presentation of the final episode of Cheers. We'll see you at 11. Good night.
Fed up with eyewear sales that offer a limited choice of styles you wouldn't be caught dead in? Well, that's not the LensCrafters way. Our 50% off frame sale means what it says. 50% off thousands of top quality frames in every store, including those with our special comfort features. Plus, you get LensCrafters' unbeatable service and our famous 1-hour delivery. 50% off all LensCrafters frames. When we say sale, we mean sale.
Hurry, sale ends May 31st.
America's Paint Store. From color matching to custom paints. America's Paint Store. More choices than any other store. America's Paint Store. Home Depot. Nobody beats our prices, guaranteed, on Dutch Boy paints. We have all the Dutch Boy interior and exterior paints you'll ever need. We'll even use our computer to match virtually any color sample absolutely free. America's Paint Store. With paint experts you can trust. Home Depot, where low prices are just the beginning.
Party with the bird. Miss all the traffic and help children. How? Prudential Healthcare Plan presents Take the O Train. It starts here. I said here at the Mount Washington Tavern, Thursday, June 24th, with dinner and party. Then you ride the light rail to the yard. No, Camden Yard. And watch the birds beat the tigers.
The proceeds go to benefit the Children's Guild.
For more information, call 444-3800. The Fuel Fund of Central Maryland honors George V. McGowan, June 8th at Martin's West.
In 1982, America walked into a bar. At this Boston watering hole, we met its regulars, its employees, and its owner, former Red Sox pitcher Sam Malone, a man with impressive stats, both at Fenway and on the road.
Are you for real?
I've been asked that question many times, and by women a lot more naked than you.
The following year, Mayday Malone slumped against rookie Diane Chambers.
You honestly believe you were happier before you met me than you are now?
Hell yes! How do you think it feels to be attracted to someone that makes you sick?
By 1986, it looked like it might be all over for Playboy Sam.
Oh, Diane, will you marry me?
No.
But against incredible odds, Sammy made a comeback.
How do you do?
By 1990, he had recaptured the form of his youth.
You know why we're not conceiving? You're too mean to me.
No, I'm not mean. I'm perfectly nice. I just think you're shooting blanks, pal.